Let's see. This. Okay, so Twitch, resume stream. Does it have stream resume? Stream client content resume example. It's Twitch on resume, not resume. Do you put Twitch? Huh. Okay, this is in German. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe this song will be vulgar. Maybe. Ooh, Jesus. Uncle Bill Drowan. How's it going? Ha! I'm an idiot. Okay. No. Maybe. Fuck it, I'll just pluck it in. I have the basis. So, could I listen to it? Oh yeah, gotta pick Subfatty. I feel like 128 BPM is just too fast for it. Maybe. Yeah, it is, but I can't really do much about that. So, Uncle Bill, how's it going? Fart noises. It's gonna be one dumb sounding song, man. Pretty good. Missed a few streams. DJ lighting rig finished yet? Technically, yes. I only need to upload the firmware to the second unit. I did a little update where if I press a certain key, it's going to ignore the off keys, because the way I change the brightness on an LED is I have to send a note key. The problem is with MIDI, you usually send two messages, one for when you press the note and one when you release the note. So if I want to send two brightness values, like sequentially, like low brightness, high brightness, so I need to press, which sends it, and then I need to release and press again in order to send the bright one. The problem is that the controller still interprets the release note, and if you have a lot of messages, you can actually see the LEDs momentarily turn off and on, right? So it's kind of a problem because it makes it creates this unnecessary effect where I can't have gradual transitions. So instead of so what I did is I programmed like a modifier key where you press the key, and as long as that key is pressed, it actually ignores the off note, so I can have gradual transitions. And another thing is that once you have like a lot of LEDs, when I need to basically control all 21 LED strips all at once, that's a lot of messages that I have to fuck around with. So maybe that will also help me with latency, because there's a thing, you can only push the changes as fast as the controller can process them, and the Atmega 320 is just a 16 megahertz processor. So what happens is if I send too many messages, it actually buffers the messages, it stores them in the memory, and then I can actually see if I send too many messages, I can stop the entire performance, and the lighting system is still going to be playing back the messages it had in the memory. So the longer the set is, if you don't like watch the messages that you send, the longer the set is, the longer the lighting will lag behind. I'm sure that can be fixed next time if I go with like a 32 or 128 megahertz processor, which is going to be a bit of a different thing, but Adafruit is actually coming out with some dev boards using those. I'm actually going to look into those. Like I've seen them on Twitter. Let's see. I've seen them post this on Twitter. By the way, have you seen the trailer for the Death Stranding? I swear to God, the more promotional material they post, the weirder the game looks. Just take a look. The first like 5 to 20 seconds of the trailer is hilarious. Adafruit. Just want to see where the post is. Here we go. Oh, it's like right there. Yeah, check out the new Adafruit Itsy Bitsy M4 Express. So this is like a 128 megahertz processor that I can program to do my own things. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that for my next rendition of the lighting system. I'm probably not gonna go with a banner. I'm probably going to go with a static plastic panel. You usually see these plastic panels on like road signs, like vote for this dickhead for this month, right? And these signs are usually printed on these plastic panels that have like ribs in between them. Anyways, I'm gonna have to use that because the LED strips are actually kind of peeling off of the banner, because the banner keeps moving every time you wrap it. You move it around. It actually sucks. There is one more solution that might work. It's this industrial double-sided tape. I didn't know it existed, but apparently it does. It's like the kind of tape you use to mount acrylic panels, like acrylic banners and acrylic like cutout letters. It's the kind of tape that once it's on for the lifetime. You cannot peel it off. Like if you do, you'll damage either the glass or the acrylic panel, which sounds perfect to me. But to be honest, like with these particular LED strips, I actually don't think they're made to be moved. I'm pretty sure they're just stationary units, because the more you move them, the traces just get fucked. And that's a lot of maintenance. So if I put it on a static banner and maybe separate the banners into different like places, because what I'm basically thinking is, one panel, two panel, three panel, and the three panels will make one single wall. The connections between the panels would have to be terminated, so I would have to have an actual PCB with a connector that would connect the panels together instead of having wires run. Because once again, I need to make sure that nothing on the LED strip actually moves around. If the LED strips moves, even the end of it, especially the end of it, like those 4 pins, red, green, blue, and power, if they can like separate and break, that's basically the entire segment gone. This is kind of my experience with these lighting panels that I got when I was working on this lighting system. But I'm waiting for tomorrow, because tomorrow's payday, and I have a number of things that I need to purchase tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I have enough. I need to pay $50 to my brother, because he bought a Ryzen 7 processor for me when he bought his own. And like I'm the kind of person who would never drop that kind of money on the processor unless I actually have a project. But if my brother actually buys it and I can just do like lateral payments for him, like $50 every week, then I might as well. You know, I'm running on 10-year-old hardware on all of my computers here, so I might as well. I need to send some money to my parents for my share of the living expenses. And after that, what I need to get is this media interface, because the media interface that I bought off of the Facebook group, unfortunately, is depreciated and the drivers are no longer supported. I should have known that. I should have checked it, but I just, $40, 7 outputs, 7 inputs. Fuck yeah, it's a steal. Nope. So, unfortunately, it's only $40. And technically, if I install Windows 7 32-bit, I can still use it. People said that they've been able to run the driver on it. Problem is, it's kind of redundant, so I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm probably, once I finish, once I get ahead on my modular rig, which are essentially these synthesizers here. Excuse the lamp. These ones, right? I'm building the DIY ones instead of purchasing retail. So I am probably gonna build a little computer that's gonna use that interface and run Windows 7 32-bit just for sequencing the modular hardware. I mean, I might as well. I can technically still use it. With that being said, I did find a media interface for about $65 on Amazon. It's a 4 input, 4 outputs. That actually covers my needs and a little bit more. Just in case, if later on my gigs actually get off the ground and I can get some money in, I will get myself some proper lighting hardware. So I will have that a little bit extra, the 2 extra ports to hang a lighting controller and lighting, other lighting equipment on it. And if you check my Instagram, let's see, we had this 4-point touch panel for an old business project way back. This touch panel here, I'll post the link in here. Here we go. So this touch panel, did it post? Yes, it did. Hias, I don't know if you're in the stream because I'm not seeing any comments. And last time when I checked the stream, I did see the comments in the YouTube video after it processed, but I didn't see one here. So, anyways, post something on Twitch if you're in there. Anyways, so this 4-point touch panel, I took it out of retirement and I mounted it on the monitor, one of our like $120 monitors for the same business project way back. And I found this program called let's see, what's it called? Essentials? No, Element. Yeah. Emulator 2. Emulator 2. Okay, So basically, what it does is it allows you to create your own custom. It allows you to create your own custom MIDI layouts and map those controls to your program. Now, the software costs about $50. We already have an LED touch panel and spare TV I'm going to be using as a monitor. Essentially that will save me maybe about $500-$600 of controllers, which I would have had to purchase in order to get out and start performing with some sort of degree of comfort, like Novation Launchpad or like Ableton Push or one of those things. This is basically a substitute for that, and it's a 4-point touchscreen controller. So hopefully the program will actually work. If it doesn't, it still works as a mouse, so I can still trigger one effect at a time. With that being said, the program costs about $60, so I think I should be good. MIDI controller, that particular software, and realistically, I think that's it. There is one more thing that I kind of want to purchase, and I'm hoping I'm going to have enough money for it. There's a plugin extension for the game development software that I work with that actually also handles MIDI stuff. So I could very well program my own software of that sort and cater it to my own particular style of playback, and possibly sell the software as basically, well, my own signature solution, right? So as a business solution, that's one of the things that I can actually go for. So that plugin, I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing if I'll have enough left over to purchase. If not, I'll do my next paycheck. Anyways, yeah, that pretty much updates you on what I've been up to since the last live stream. Now, let's see. Just want to take a look at the stats, and I'll get back to writing stuff. I've been trying to work with the Facebook page for my performance stuff, the Pure Mayhem Facebook page, so interesting. Anyways. That sounds pretty cool. One thing I need to work on is variety. Adding more elements to play with so that the thing doesn't get boring. Let me offset this by 4 bars, and let's get battery in here. As long as I'm here, grab some hi-hats. Alright, I guess this would be a more poppy. Kind of like this, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. I wish I could cascade these. What is this? Alright, whatever you say. Let's just kind of turn this down a little bit. think I've actually properly used this particular patch yet. Right. Is it me, or does that kick have a little tail in at the beginning of it? Kind of sounds like it. No? No? Alright, in that case, clap and snare. No, not that one. No phased clap and snares from all-in-one libraries. I want my... Yes, dynamic claps. And snares. Okay, there's too much of a tail on this one. Cool. Five and six, 3, 4. I mean this 5 and 6. Ooh, 7, 8. Okay, clap, snare. I guess I'm calling this track Plugathon. That sounds interesting. It's pretty sturdy. There's a very specific high range rhythm I have in my head right now. I kind of want to write it down. Oh shit, I think these hi-hats would actually be perfect for it. 1 second. I need to find somebody to work with on the vocals. I haven't had a lot of good experiences with hired help. Not a lot of people want to work with the kind of music that I write in terms of vocals. Kind of difficult to find somebody. But then again, I should try to deviate from the standard sources I've been looking for, like Fiverr and Craigslist, Kijiji, and other classified sites. Oh, fuck yeah. I like that already. Oh man, the bass line sounds stupid as hell, but I don't know. It might work out. Okay, so I need to record these things part by part. So we'll start low. Oh god. I can only imagine the kind of fucking lyrics I'm gonna have on this track. Oh. Is this aligned actually? Yeah, sort of. Just a bit. Alright, so let's unmute this. Let's put a monitor. And sure. Now this should start a little bit later on, to be honest. Okay, next small. Okay, and the final thing that might work, but no. I want to record this down, but I might use it later on. Okay, I'll move this over, right? Now. That's pretty cool. Okay, let me write that down too. There's multiple variations of that I can actually get from this recording depending on where the LFO starts. Okay, that's pretty good. So, what I need now is turn off the LFO, record the final normal one. Ah, damn it. Didn't finish it. So this is where I actually want to plug one of the other endings that I just recorded. Which is going to be... Okay, so I don't... Damn it, I don't think I have the LFO iteration that I want for the last few bits. Okay, I'm gonna have to record this and offset. Let's see. So mute this. Almost, but not quite. I need to offset this by maybe 4 pieces. Not quite. That is what I need for the last one. Okay, so it iterates between them, so I should be able to offset this. Oh, come on! You gotta be shitting me. Actually, I think it's just a matter of where I start the track. There we go. That's what I need. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. All right. We got it. So, move this back. Let's trim this stuff. Beautiful. Now, I need to add something different. Or something new. Right. Right. Left. Let me actually drop this an octave, at least for the start. So, ow. Okay, that didn't record a whole lot. Sure, fine, whatever you say. I think it was doing some interesting stuff at the beginning, and then it kind of trailed off into a well-synced pattern. So it seems to be different depending on which bar, which beat I'm actually starting the recording from. It's kind of interesting. Okay, the only thing I want to do now is synchronize this. My goal right now is to really write the kind of music I can play in the club or in a venue or in a bar, you know. All within the style of music that I want to write, but I have a lot of atmospheric music that doesn't really quite fit a bar scene. It will be absolutely fine once I get to the point when I can host my own shows, but at the point when I kind of have to fit into a scene, I'm mostly writing dance music. At least that's my plan for the time being. Okay. Excuse me. Some of these endings, bar endings, are a little bit dirty. Okay. Let me add maybe a little pluck. Not a pluck, but a little stem. Sting. Or Omnisphere. God damn it. Excuse me. Create. Okay. Probably my top most favorite plugin. Acoustic strings, bright pads. I like that. Analog and fizzy stuff. Here we go. I can't reach my brother. He's in headphones and can't hear anybody. Just listen to that. actually... here's what I'm gonna have to do. Let me save this, because I actually like the way that sounds, but it's perfect for my video game, not this particular track. As a video game soundtrack, it actually fits exactly for this one area where the players are underneath the cavern, or they're in the dungeons and like the foundation of this facility, and this particular chord combination, this particular patch fits that scene just like that. It's very simple. But I'm gonna go ahead and just back this project up into that area, and I'm gonna use this in the soundtrack for my game once I will be writing music for it. Okay, so set project folder, ambient, soundtracks, Artec Rise. Artec Rise is here, right? Yes, Artec Rise. And this is Cavern Underground. Okay. Let's save this. Cavern Underground. Okay. So one thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to basically delete all of this crap besides the Omnisphere. I said all of this crap besides Omnisphere. Oh yeah, Omnisphere is in folder, that's why it's getting deleted. Delete this, and I don't need this, and I just want to write down the chords that I just had. Okay. Now please select the instrument. Interesting, perfectly fitting piano called Frozen Piano. Perhaps one of the most overused pianos in amateur score writing. But it sounds so serene. Okay, here we go. Stop with the pre-count, please. that's enough of that. Cavern underground. At least I have an idea here that I can work with later on. One thing I want to level out is the key press velocity. Some chords are quiet, the other chords are loud. Not for this particular piece. Effects and filler instruments will come later. I just kind of like that particular instrument. See, this is why I like that library. It's just sounds inspire soundtracks, right? Anyways, so let me go over here and pick another one. It's a whole different a whole different theme now. Interesting. Oh yeah, should probably pick my instrument selection filter. Analog strings, airy and fuzzy. Okay, so that's a nice pad. I'm going to go ahead and turn it into mods. Starts out kind of quiet. Oh. Okay. Choir. Gee, I wonder what kind of instrument this is. That's the instrument I was just playing with. Except it's got like an additional layer to it. Okay, well. Let me turn this down a little bit. Might have to drop out soon. Too many streams at the moment. More to start soon. Yes. Alright, sounds good. Appreciate you dropping by though. Alright, I'm gonna plunk that in there. The whole idea is just to fill out the empty spaces. You will spade the word to others. Gotcha. It's a... You will spade this word onto others. Definitely. That's a crusade I can get behind. Okay, I do need to add the group channel and the various necessities for this. Sub fatty. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do the standard. I feel like I need to add another bass line, but something lower, because this one's kind of a mid bass, and that's probably why it sounds a little empty. Not that high. Okay, and with that said, okay, beautiful. So 12. Sounds like a trumpet. Okay, and I need to make sure that I don't restart it. So, man, it's so goddamn hot today. Fucking hell. They promised rain. They promised some relief. And it's still hot as balls in here, man. It just makes me itchy all over. Jesus. I hate hot weather. I used to like I love summer, but I hate hot weather. Okay, it's uncomfortable. Okay, so this little pluck that I made. Maybe make it a high pass one. Damn. Renovations. Okay, so can I... Nope. Okay. Gonna have to use the whatchamacallit? The other plugin from image line, EQ2, type high pass. Somebody else is writing electronic music over there. Can I hear that? Now, there is a plugin from Nomad, tempo delay or blue delay. They do have a reverb plugin. Maybe we should just start using this one, because the plugins, the two plugins that I bought from Waves are not fucking working at all. Liquid verb. Yeah, no, that's not what I need. I need liquid delay. Delays. Beautiful. Okay. Now, in loop. So they have this thing. Dry filter delay. So they have this thing where you can gradually up the filter with every next rendition of the delay. Filters modulation. Drive, tempo sync. Input level mix. Although, you know, instead of putting it directly into the channel, I'm actually going to make a send channel. So reverb, stem. Okay, so this. Well, not reverb, delay. Delay stem, and this I'm gonna send to the delay stem. Right now, mix 100%, and feedback, sure. There we go. That might work. Okay, now. This is actually too loud. Too loud. Now that second bass kind of trailed off a little bit. Can I copy this? You do not belong there, and you also do not belong there. Group tracks, effects tracks. VST instruments actually belongs way up there. Actually, what I should do, I should alternate. So do something like this. This might be interesting. second base. Right. What is this? Plug that in. That sounds pretty nice. Oh yeah, and I need to make sure I disable restarts so that the oscillators don't get out of phase. Rules, Warren. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. I am trying. Okay, that might get in the way a little bit. Oh, Rules Warren followed me. Thank you. I'm slowly making my way towards the 50 subscribers, or followers on Twitch, which apparently puts me into the... There's like 2 different tiers. Hold on a second. I've never actually reached that point. The closest I have was about 30 or 45 followers on my other Twitch channel for game development. Let's see. So, affiliate, apparently. Oh yeah, I still gotta reach 3 average viewers in the last 30 days, so I'm not sure how to do that. What does affiliate give you? No idea. You can make games. Yeah, I've been I've gotten into game development few years after I got into music. Originally I got into music for video games. This was kind of my main motivation after I heard the soundtrack for the first Hitman game, Codename 47. That music just kind of got me interested in music writing for like atmospheric and soundtracks and for indie games. And afterwards, after I did a bunch of volunteer work for a whole bunch of games that never saw the light of day, I just like, fuck it, I'll make my own games. What's that look? You don't like it, do you? I don't need to be judged by you, by anyone. Screw you, screw all you fucking doubters. Here's what I say to all of you. Yeah, I got into game development. I have a game on Steam that's in early access. I've completed the whole interested... Oh, sorry. I read your comment. Right as I was talking. Sorry. Yeah, so I have a game on Steam. It was an idea that my friend and I got after we were trying to play Super Meat Boy, and we figured, wouldn't it be fun if it was in co-op? And, that never came, so I ended up making my own game. I'm writing my own music, programming, it's just all that stuff. Is there a link to the game actually down below? Below the stream? I don't think there is. No. No, there is not. Okay, so I could just post it like this. Check Rise on Steam. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's the game. So I'm kind of getting into performing. I'm going to start performing this music in local venues, and I'm hoping that the money I'm able to raise from the performances, I'll be able to hire some people to help me develop this game. Mostly just creating content. So That's my plan, at least for the next foreseeable future. It's almost fighting the other base for dominance. So maybe... which engine? Game Maker Studio. I started the project in 1.4, and then once Game Maker Studio 2 came out, it offered a hell of a lot of tools that would make developing the game a lot easier. So, yeah, I ported it over. There's a whole bunch of stuff I had to recode, but, you know, for the features that are offered, it was worth it. Okay, the second part sounds fine once the synth goes up. The first part, not quite. I feel like it's just offset too much. Which language? Game Maker Studio is running on its own proprietary language called GML, but it's very similar to C++. Because I've done game programming in C++ using AppGameKit, which is another fantastic engine, especially for low-budget, like small 3D games. It actually does a better job than Game Maker Studio in that regard. But it's not too difficult to actually grasp. Some experience in OpenGL DirectX. I have small experience in HLSL shader programming, which is or GLSL shader programming, but like very basic stuff. But if you're talking about like actually using OpenGL to make a game from scratch, I've looked into it, and to be honest, there's just too much hassle that goes into background stuff that the engines have already bought and paid for, kind of handled for you, right? I really, like, for my own projects, I don't really need to go as granular as coding your own engine from scratch. But AppGameKit is probably the closest that I've come to doing that, because AppGameKit either comes in basic, which is like a tier 1. They call it tier 1, so the basic is very basic, it's simple. And there's tier 2, which is actually their C++ alternative. Same functions, same features, but it's basically their own rendition of it, their own version. And you work in Visual Studio to make a game that way. Learning C++ and OpenGL to make my own game without an engine. Is there any particular reason why you want to make a game without an engine? Just out of curiosity? There are more reasons. Alright, well, I'd love to know if they're not secret reasons. Oh yeah, I'm an escaped convict. And all those engines you have to purchase, which means that they can trace my credit card. So I gotta use the open source solutions. I want to make a bank break-in heist simulator, so I could train the heist simulations before attempting the real thing. Sorry. I'm sure that's not what you sound like. Instead of this, I should, let's see. Free engines are very limited and slow. I mean, the only free engine that I know of that seems to have received some pretty good responses is called Godot Engine. And I've seen some of the tutorial providers for Game Maker Studio, some really popular people making tutorials on YouTube for Game Maker Studio community actually use Godot Engine and make tutorials for those. So they seem to have a fairly uniform opinion of it, so it seems like a pretty good go-to solutions for anyone who doesn't have enough money to buy one or just starting out and doesn't want to drop any money on something they might not use. When I don't use an engine, I learn the background stuff and can do a lot more at the end. Yeah, that could work out. But keep in mind, there's a lot of the background stuff with the engine since handled for you. And it's just about time. Do you want to spend the time working on those things, or do you want to just drag and drop an item onto the environment and have your skybox and your basic shader set up and, you know, have queuing figured out instead of working in code? Because even with Game Maker Studio, I end up creating a lot of my own user interface, right? So, like, for example, with level design, I do a lot of my own, like, I would program an interface for placing lights. And instead of coding the lights in, I would run the game and, like, put in a little code, which would bring up the user interface where I could design the lighting in the game right away, instead of coding each and every light or placing it in the level editor in the engine. And that allows me to actually see, like with Unreal Engine, when you open up the game, you can actually see the environment, right? Instead of thinking, oh, this is too bright, let me tone it down. And then you wait for the thing to compile, and it comes up, and it's like, oh, that's too dim now, I gotta turn it up back up a little bit, right? So either way, depending on the kind of game you're making, you're probably going to end up making your own tools. Because in my case, I actually made a custom lighting system. It's not a dynamic lighting system where it automatically calculates all the edges and does the shading stuff. I actually manually add the shadows in the places that I want to add them with the shapes that I want them to be, right? Because the kind of shadows that I can do manually would take an exponentially large amount of code to make them automatic, right? So it really depends on what you're spending your time on. Like, I would recommend App Game Kit for beginners getting into 3D games, but it's a matter of how complex of a game you're making. Because I'm going to be working on a little tutorial for App Game Kit in C++, basically making a game from scratch, including music, texturing, programming, all that stuff. All the good stuff. Okay, so this was perfect. I have no idea at which point on the timeline I've clicked, but whatever I clicked, it actually started at a perfect moment. Oh man, thank fucking Steinberg for developing the pre-record feature. So even if you didn't hit record, it's still recording like a little 10 to 15 second backlog. So if you're like, oh, this is perfect, click record, and you can drag it off and get all your previous recordings back. It's kind of really cool. So what are you doing? Rules. Are you just doing a tutorial, or you're actually working on your own game? Okay, so I actually want to record another rendition of the same thing that I just did, except with a little bit less filter cutoff. Bored off today, my mood is down. Oh, that's not good. Do you also write music? Okay. I try it with Reason 5 dubstep. Gotcha. How long have you been writing music? And do you have anything to show? Zell, I don't have a hell of a following at the moment, but if I listen to your stuff now and I get popular, maybe you'll get a bit of a kickback. Help you out. It's possible to meet in TeamSpeak, Steam, or something to talk to you about games. I actually have a Discord group that I started specifically for game developers. me send you a link. Actually, I should have this. I should have this link in. Whatchamacallit? I should have this link in. God damn it! Whatchamacallit? In the link is below. I should really put it there. Hey, beautiful. Okay, so invite people. Set this link to never expire. Here we go. I should actually put this link on the website as well. Actually, I have this link on the website. Nope, I don't. I need to put one there. New users. Rules. Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, so you'll find a section there. I guess you could just post it in general. Alright. It's for some reason this dance comes to mind when you go like something like this. I should make like a music video from compilation of dumb dances. Not that dance is dumb, actually. I really like the music video for one of the songs made by Ali Nadim. I don't remember what it was. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. That song was his like earlier music was a huge moment of inspiration when I got to know like hard electro. Ali Nadim. It's like a weird music video. A bunch of people dancing. Did a whole lot of tutorials and weird challenges afterwards. Electro Crew present Victor Disto King. This one. Is it? Maybe?
Break it down in.
No. Electro Dance Gladiator, this one, I think. Oh, it's a new music video.
Zeno Productions.
Oh yeah. Don't have a screen share, so this is the best I can do. I really like that song. Oh, no, don't turn off the phone. Alright. It's a really cool song. That's what got me like hard electro. Not that I have written actually a lot of hard electro music. But if I will write more hard electro, I'll probably not put it under this name. It's just, like, styles are worlds apart. 2 a.m. here, very nice to meet you. I'm gonna smoke my cig and then fall asleep. Hope tomorrow I have a better mood. Keep up the good work. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Did you find the stream on Twitch or somewhere else? I do have some promotional stuff running to promote the live stream. And we'll chat about game development at some point whenever you're free. Oh, nice. This is one promo campaign that actually seems to have worked out fairly reasonably. Rules, shout games. Are you a bot? You're probably a bot. Commander Root and Electrical Escaper are definitely bots. My plan was to sleep, then I looked at some programming channels and found you. Oh yeah. 1 hour later. New mentions. Oh. Is there a way not to have code deleted? Wait, what? Is there a way to not have code delete the letter in front of it? Like I say, I forget the X. To not have code delete the letter in front of it. Highest. I am checking the Discord. I heard the little bling. Bloop. Can you rephrase your question? Is there a way not to have code delete the letter in front of it? Text. I have no idea what you mean. You press backspace to remove that one misspelled letter? Or you press... I don't know. I got no idea, man. Come on. There's a way to put text in between without it deleting it. You probably have insert button enabled. If you press insert and you type something, it's going to replace what's in front of it. Yeah. At least the insert works. Yeah, insert usually works in like code windows or text editors. Let's see. Notepad. Yes. So if you press insert, that's how that enables like a replace thing. So when you type a letter, it deletes the letter in front of it and replaces it with the one you just typed. So that's what you probably have on. Anyways. This is where I need to add something different. I need a USB wire. A USB type something to type something else. In order to connect the Moog, I should really be using these USB cables more. I have them right here. Crap. Damn it. Sick Tune says highest. Thank you. Don't drop the guitar now. It's already had a few dings. Because both of these synths have USB ports on them, so I should be able to just connect the USB cable and run them off of that. The problem is that I don't have USB cables long enough to do that. Let's see. Alright, what do I have here? What is this? Is this something? Is this any? No. light bulb, nothing. That sucks. The worst part is that the wire that I need is this like old type printer wire. Don't remember what's it called. Damn it. Not only that, I also need a little USB breakout thing, USB hub, in order to connect stuff. I'm gonna go back to Udemy to continue my course. Alright, whatever you say. Whatever you say. I should make my own USB hub. Or USB extension cable. Just use like network cables and connectors. Okay. I know that I have a wire in the garage. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go fetch it. I'll be right back. Okay, so got good news and slightly less good news. So I found a long cable. Problem is that it's not long enough. At least not for reaching that synth. Now maybe I do have another cord and an extension cord. So if this is exactly the same one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Damn it. Okay. So I can either use this one or this one. Or I can get the media extension card / hub from God knows where. Maybe there's a functioning one around here somewhere. And connect both. But highly unlikely that's going to happen. Let me just take a look here. Need to search the mysterious box of crap. Okay, that was disappointing. Alright, fine. Yes. Hey, found something. Okay. I found the thing. It looks like a hub, but it might have also been in that particular bin for a very particular reason. And the reason might be that it's broken. I don't know. Come in a second. Hey. Hey. We have life signs. Okay. So let's try this out. So green one goes into the closer one, as in this guy, and this guy goes into this one. That's the further one. This is technically the first time I've fully used all of the USB ports instead of MIDI cables. Generic USB hub. It sees that. It sees this. Your device is ready to use. Thank you. But the final thing is 9 volts for this guy, unless it can be powered from USB. And that's a big fat no. So 9 volts. Thank you. And as far as I can tell, none of these. Ah, there we go. Okay. I was sure that none of those are going to fit in that thing. But alas, okay. Yes, no. Sí, señor. No, señor. Hey! Okay, so I remember this. This is just a really shitty connector. And in order to make it work, I need to prop it up. Just because technically this connector doesn't fit in here. Technically. Those who've just joined, how's it going? How's everybody doing? And this connector is actually attached to this piece. 9 volts, 1 amps. But of course it's not gonna, no. It's not gonna fit in here. This sucks. The adapter that does fit in here, however. Okay, here we go. Can I tap on this thing without it restarting? Yes. All right. Hey! Yeah! All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a little surprise. Hold on. I wanna hand out a Steam key for my game to someone. Steam Works. No, not Steamworks Toronto. Partner for Steam games. Alright. Where's my phone? My phone is streaming, so I'm gonna need to. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And that code is now void. Can't believe I have 2 games approved on Steam. Steamworks admin. Now I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. I just wanna get 1 key to someone. Okay, 1. I'll get back to music writing in just a moment. Hammer. Okay. I actually want to place this on my network computer right now, and it's not connected because I turned off the switch. Damn it. Okay, fine. So, how's everybody doing? What's everybody up to right now? Is that screen bending? I use a wide-angle lens on this thing, so anything in that area is actually going to bend. Okay, here we go. And you know what it is, you little bitch. Enjoy. Anyways, okay, let's start up Cubase again. Oof. Ouch. Ow. Alright, let's see if this thing will actually notice it. Notice the synths. Monologue. Microbrute, Subfatty. Who the hell comes up with their synth names? Jesus. Plunkathon. Well, then, then again, I got weird ass song names. Alright, here we go. Okay, I want to add a reverb to that snare, just a tiny one. Reverb. Now, should I go with a regular one, or should I try the Nomad Factory one? Who knows? Maybe I've had a fantastic reverb in my arsenal all this time. Okay, here we go. There's actually a bunch of reverbs here. Okay, I'm gonna need to up the thing. Tail level. Stereo width. Reverb design. Oh, there's two reverbs here. Interesting. It's not short enough. That's probably why I don't use this one too often. But I will use that reverb at some other point when I need a longer one. Now there's another one that I can use, liquid verb. Input and output. Okay, pre-delay, small. That actually sounds pretty good. This is where I need to add something different. Just a bit. Blah, blah, blah. Right. MIDI. I mean, audio channel. Nope. Fielder. I guess I'll try something with the Microbrute. Interesting. MIDI out to monologue, MIDI out to Microbrute. There's two MIDI outs, and this is something that I've seen across multiple different devices, including the little interface. Found a bug already, I think. What is the bug? I can't respawn. Did you press B? or R on the keyboard. I don't know what you're using to play. Why does it keep disconnecting and reconnecting? That I don't like. Because that means... Okay, let me mute this guy. Now, where else is this noise coming from? Not this one. This guy? It is! What the hell? Highest poster thing in the whatchamacallit, in the group chat. If you found a bug or something. Right. It is coming from this side. What the hell? Maybe it's the power supply. You'll send a screenshot. Alright. You can post it in the general thing. Oh yeah, that's a bug. Object controller, draw event. Line -1. What the fuck? Stack frame is. Yeah, I'd have to look this up. I'm not sure what it is. You're on your desktop or laptop? You're probably on your desktop. Well, until I dive into the actual code, I won't really know what it is. But do tell what exactly you did to get that error. And yeah, just post it in the Discord thing. Okay, well that buzzing's not gonna help, so... Interesting. Okay, so I need to send the sync information to the microbrute. MIDI timecode? No, not MIDI timecode. MIDI clock. Set MIDI clock on stop mode. Shh. Yes. I don't like the fact that it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. Also, how come it's not reading the clock from the outside? Brute. Micro Corgan. No, I need the micro brute. There's a tool that I can use. Micro brute Windows. Here we go. Connection. Checking connection. Micro brute synthesizer. Unable to communicate. Close connection. Okay, that's because instant reset. Not on. Step. Clock gate. Key priorities. Firmware update sequences. Configuration. Band range. Envelope legato. LFO key retrigger. External auto. Okay, so this is what I need. But MIDI time code. Maybe I should send the time code messages. There's actually multiple of them, isn't there? Micro brute. And micro brute again. Maybe it's okay. So I need to. Can I? Well, there it goes again. I think that's why that hub was in that bin. Hi, are you playing the game or did you just quit after that one error? Also, if you can tell me how that error got replicated, just booted up the game. It was the second time I did. Diving back in. Man, I wish there was a volume option. Well, see, that's what demo game testing is. For now, you're just gonna have to edit the volume in the control panel. I'll just have to add the volume option later on. Okay, so turn that off. Configuration not connected. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn Cubase off. Let's connect now. Hey, beautiful. Now, what is it synced to? Clock gates. Sequences, firmware update configuration. Auto, let's do external. There we go. And if I turn this off, Cubasso. You said, I'm not sure if he's in the stream right now. Oh, he is. You said that the error popped up the second time you opened it or the first time? Excuse me. Okay, now it's synchronized. can't do reverse, I guess. I guess you can't. Roots. Interesting. Why? Why is it not accepting meaty though? Any? There we go. Let's try to copy the same notation and just see how far that gets us. That was this guy disconnecting. So, I wasn't able to beat the first level, but instant 6 out of 10. Awesome. It's above the passing grade, so. Nothing like listening to nothing. Yeah, that's not as exciting. Well, I can't really... This thing has got a buzzing sound. I wish there were tiles like moss, and instead of blue brick and Mario brick. With time, there will be a better variety for level design, but for the time being, it is what it is. It's early access. It's the very... Whoa. Cubase, come on, save. For the time being, it's basically a demo of the concept plus what you can expect from the level creation. So I think that's good for the time, for what it is. Once I raise some monies and hire some level creation guys. Basically, that's what I need. I just need somebody to hire somebody who can develop levels on site, while I take on the other tasks. So that while I'm working on the background stuff, like new mechanics, new tools, new like improvements, new assets, the foreground stuff isn't just standing still, right? Somebody's making levels. But I need to hire somebody to do that, so, you know. That's basically what it is. Alright, so... I think I don't have any other choice but to... use... Oh, wow, Cubase just crashed. That's not very reassuring. Well, I'm doing a course on Udemy and I'm gonna go continue. Okay, sounds good. You do your thing. I don't know, what is that? Is it a moving pipe or is it just an air bubble keep hitting the pipe like a water hammer? Like I thought. I definitely need to get lyrics on this one. Got finished with basic collision and then changing sprite with pressing certain keys. Gotcha. Wait. Oh, that's for GameMaker, the Heartbeast tutorial. Okay, maybe. is this? I guess that's because of the brute filter. Sure. Brute M, and I should really name these tracks properly. Brute 2, Brute 3, and this is Fatty M, Fatty 1, Fatty 2, Fatty 3. This thing to loop, I just need this thing to record once. This should definitely be a part 2. Maybe something with the lyrics. I gotta keep in mind that I want to put lyrics on this. Okay. Group track. This is Brute. Maybe the vibration of the speakers kept disconnecting the cable. I don't know. Maybe. So Brute M to Brute 3 will be routed to the Brute master channel of the group channel. And
Up.
This would actually make an interesting soundtrack. One of the slower pace action levels. So usually, if I had a second one of these, I could make a bass line and still keep this sound, and that's kind of what I'm working towards, but unfortunately now, I gotta use something else. Let's see, what do we have here? This one's a 9-volt. Let me see, maybe, hey, okay. Let me see if perhaps I can get one of these tips to fit into this guy. Oh yeah, probably a good idea to actually plug in the power adapter. Only thing is, I want to make sure that it's properly set up, the polarity that is. Nope, unless it is. No, it's not. No bueno. Doesn't wanna. Although there are plenty of connectors here. Perhaps one will fit. Like this one. Yes, no, no. There's no polarity reversal here. Is this 9 volts, 2 amps, but it doesn't fit. God damn it. Okay, how about this? Slightly rickety. But if it works, then it works. Now, where's the tip that works? Only other solution is running this thing off of a battery, to be honest. The nerd returns, Uncle Bill. How goes it? There's no way this thing doesn't fit. It's got to. I mean, power consumption wise. And there we go. So it does technically work. Technically only if I plug it in on this side. and technically only if I use a extremely finicky method of plugging this thing in. Let's see. I'd like to think that one of these days I will have all kinds of connectors. And I will never have to look for a connector ever again. But that is a dream in the long, long future. Right. Now watch I do all this crap and I connect it and it's still noisy. That would just be all kinds of painful. Okay, I got a processor here. This is probably the one from that machine over there. What is this? Which one is it? This is... What? No way! It's a Q8300! Oh, no way! This is the processor that I bought for this machine. This computer here, which is running this thing, and it didn't work because it doesn't support it. So that means I have a spare Q8300 on me, which means that the machine that I have upstairs, the one that I'm going to be using for music production, for music performance, I can actually use, I can put this processor in there, and it's basically going to be matching the one that I actually had good luck with music performances. So this is a quad core. This is awesome! Oh man, it's like a Christmas present. Totally forgot that I have one of these. It's like $40 for that processor, but it takes like a month to 2 months to get it in. So, you know, it's the time that I'm more concerned about with this thing. Anyways, so Uncle Bill, how are things? How was the nap? What is this? Another processor. This is Core 2 Duo. Oh, that's the old one from this thing. Okay. Oh well. Not as lucky the second time. But, right. I don't have any zip ties here, I think. Let's see. No zip ties. But perhaps... Perhaps there's other crap in here. Nope, no more other crap. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks. Okay, now maybe, just maybe, perhaps. It's a big ass no on that part. Okay. That's not gonna last. That's not gonna work. But while it does, I will take this opportunity to use that. Now let's hope the noise is gone though. Noise? Is there? Yes, there is, but why? Why is there noise still? Maybe there's something on the internet. Korg high-pitched ringing sound. Buzz. High-pitched whine from speakers. Why hear high-pitched noise? Triton Classic, assuming you're shielding or some other internal source. It's just okay. So this is really. It sounds like I need a power filter, which I don't have. So I'm gonna have to work with what I've got for the time being. All right. Let's. I guess I can create new folders. And we'll disable that for a moment. MIDI. Okay. So this is log monitor 1, 2, 3. And you output to the monologue on the first one. Actually, that wouldn't work because I see. This is why I actually use MIDI more than USB, because with Cubase, at least this version of Cubase, it might not, like, I know with FL Studio it's not an issue because FL Studio has a feature in the menu to recycle all the hardware. So if you disconnect something and reconnect it, you can do that and it will detect the hardware again. With Cubase, I have to restart Cubase in order for it to detect it again. So, you know, not very convenient. Okay, monologue. Any. Also, should have the volume up and make sure it's not muted. Nice. All right. Okay. The second one. Thanks. Another problem with this guy is that if the power does get cut out, I lose my patch. It's all virtual. It's all virtual. It's all Virgil. Let me just move this guy. So I can do this. Except I can't because it's USB, so I have to restart Cubase now. Again. But I wanted to do that in order to run this wire through that little opening there. Speaking of which, I do need to make a new stand for this thing, but I'm waiting until I can get the CNC machine running, because then it's just a matter of making a quick little dirty mock-up in Illustrator and sending it to the GRBL shield so it'll cut one out for me. This one's kind of shitty. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that was this thing. Okay, so now I need the envelope. I know that buzzing is annoying. Maybe I can actually get rid of it right now. No. Let's see. This. This is the log. So I will send all of these to the log. And there should be like a noise reduction thing. Chopper, October tuner, restoration. Noiser. Huh? We had it. Actually, offset. I don't think it's this. Not denoiser. Not declicker either. I need the... One sec, I need to install these Reaper tools. With Reaper tools I can actually sample this stuff. BSD3 support, real script. Cool. Not what I need though. Oh, real plugs. Mm, 64-bit, I think. Jeez, that's buzzing. Buzzing is annoying. Download. I guess I'll download the 32-bit as well. Just in case. Let's install... Yeah, let's install the 32-bit. Run, agree. Yeah, and installation. VSTs. And this will be RIA plugs. No, not VST. Oh, you idiot. Idiot! RIA plugs. There we go. Close. Installed. Beautiful. That said, I should be able to plug in information. Update. There we go. Sounds like it's found something. VSTs. Maybe not. Tools. Oh, Reoplugs. Here we go. So what I need is control media standalone, compressor, gate, delay, EQ. What's a Q? Ah, cool. And you can add bands to it. Nice. Gate. Gate? No. Not gate. So I guess it's the EQ then. No, I just looked at that. Definitely not a Q. Compressor. Nope. Jeez. What is this? Clocks, some utility stuff. Gate. Stream. Is it gonna crash Cubase? Sounds like it will. Uh-oh. I think it did. Project saved. We're good. But it's crashing Cubase, man. Just crash already. You know it takes forever? Why don't it just crash already? Jeez. That buzzing is annoying. Oh, just come on, just do it. Do it. Here we go. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Bad. It's getting some reasonable stats. Alright. Here we go. Back in business. Now, can we get that plugin to run, please? Root. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Damn it. Guess I didn't save it. So this is log monitor to log 123. Drop the kitty. Hiptaculator. Hiptaculator. Oh. Oh. Hiptacularaptor. Hiptacularaptor. Jeez. Boo chicka boo. I guess I'm not as hip as everybody else. Alright, so let's load. Let's find the damn plug that I actually need. Real plugs. Oh, I guess it marked the stream plugin for death. So that's nice. Compressor, delay, EQ. It's not the compressor. Delay, EQ. Not the EQ one. This one. Thank you. Okay. So let's... What I need is subtract. And it's going to automatically build the noise profile. Hip hype, drop B, Uncle B. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I need to... There we go. So this should have the profile now. And I hear almost no difference. Pretty much no difference whatsoever. So now I can actually get rid of the buzzing. We met once before, about a week ago, so we're in groove for a bit. Gotcha. Okay. Most of the time when somebody drops by for this sort of a live stream, they only drop by for that one live stream. They meet me, and then maybe like a week or 2 weeks later, if I have a live stream then. So it's like a different company every time. It's such a delay. Why is there such a delay though? I'm not even running that high of a... Although it could be the synth and not me. Let's see, monologue. That's the monologue? Yes. Okay. Can I should be able to sync this. I think it's in the settings. Program dump. Initialize program, no. LFO BPM sync, this is what I need. On. Okay. Okay. It's kind of weird because it doesn't actually cut off key track, cut off velocity, amp velocity, program level. It doesn't really reset the LFO. Micro tuning, scale key, program tuning, slider assign, bend, portamento, time, off, auto, slide time. This doesn't really program select. Micro tuning, cut off key track. Yeah, okay, so this is not really helpful. See, that's weird. It's like it doesn't care where it starts. Unless I... Hold on. Maybe I should send some stuff to it. Monologue. Oh yeah, here we go. Clock destination. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, come on. Maybe I need to send the time code messages as well. Who knows? It's really off delay thing. I don't like. Whoops. Why is it so late? Okay, let me write to preset 47. Right? And let me cycle the power. It's just me adding another instrument layer to this track here. I need to kind of separate the tones. Make a higher and a lower one. His composing hip. Sure. Whatever you say. Okay, and now it's not doing anything. Oh yeah. Because it's meaty. VST connections. Plug-in information. Meaty device. Damn it. Where's our target? I hate this. They say there is a way. Windows. They say there's a way to reconnect the meaty device without disconnecting and reconnecting stuff, but I don't know. CC automation setup, VST expression, insert velocities, reset. Nope. Nope. Okay, fine. Fine. This is why I don't use USB. But then again, the problem is realistically not this. It's just because I'm using Cubase 5. When was Cubase 5 released? Let's check. What year is Cubase 5 from? Just out of curiosity, how outdated am I? Stomach growls. Mine too. I'm really hungry, but I can't eat. 2011. So Cubase 5 is 7 years old. It works, but it's 7 years old. I'm pretty sure they fixed the, what is it, Cubase 9 now? I'm pretty sure that 5 versions, almost 5 versions later, they have fixed the problem. Delay is still here. Why? Let me take a look at this. So it has nothing to do with this. Monologue lag. Okay. Korg monologue lag. Can't even control my stuff. Lasers. Cue the cowbells. Lasers. Is that a command you can use? Monologue MIDI clock sync is lagging. That might be it. Although, it could be because I picked LFO BPM sync. USB the same standard as your keyboard, mouse, and external drive. Probably use hip. No idea what you're talking about, but yeah. Micro tuning. Program dump. Initialize program. Okay, so there's no solution to this thing. I'm just gonna have to record and offset it. Also, what was the patch name? 47, was it? 47. Come right on time for some beeping sounds. Yes. Plug me out. Ha. What the hell's going on? Whoa. Why is it still recording? Oh no, it's the infamous fucking lag, man. Okay, So no loop. Thank you very much. Let's try this again. What the hell? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be sending the timecode data to the monologue. Maybe it doesn't know what to do with it. Oh yeah. Oh, that was already there. One problem with USB is that it requires constant polling for the main system, and that's inherent in lag. Yeah, that's correct. Interestingly enough, old mice, the one that use a PS2 port, which is a serial port, those don't. They actually just constantly send data back, which is why some people consider those mice better for gaming, because instead of the computer sending a trigger signal and then the mouse receiving that and sending its position and tracking back, it just constantly sends it and the computer intercepts it. Maybe I need to use the actual monologue output, which doesn't work. What is the point of the second one? MIDI out monologue. Maybe that's an input. Let's try this. Yeah, basically. I'm not really a professional gamer, so I'm not exactly up to par with 144 kilohertz refresh rates, 60 FPS, blah 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 blah, monitors, or vice versa. It's so offset. Okay, I can actually work with that, I think. Finally, jeez. Okay. weird that you said don't look back and I looked back. Even though the webcam / phone is not even facing back. It's got a 90s vibe to it. Yeah, it kind of does. It's kind of funky. Yeah. It's kind of a weird track, to be honest. You know what? I really don't like the way this bass line sits. There's just no character to it. It sounds way too generic. So... like that. It's got a buzzing feel to it. Let me actually write this down. It's 47. Do you think that the lag might have something to do with the synth not getting enough power? You know? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Let's try this out. Actually, if I'm going to be doing like an evolving bass, I might as well record the entire thing together. Okay, let's try this. You know, if I plug some vocals in here, I'm sure that it will work. It's kind of a weird track, to be honest. So, logic-wise, I think I would want to put this thing again. Like the intro piece, but I probably want to edit it a bit. But I'm going to actually save anything that comes after for later. While I have the energy, I kind of want to see if any other ideas come to mind. So I'll work on something else. Okay, so this is where I would plug in the hi-hats so they can stay, and I probably want to also keep the transitional stuff. Where is it actually? Omnisphere, here we go. What is this? Okay, this one, I want to, what? Fuck off. Specifically put the thing on Do Not Disturb so that these fucking scammers wouldn't reach my phone while I'm live streaming. For God's sakes. Have you guys been receiving these phone calls that last for like half a second and expect you to call back, and while you're calling back it says, where can I take you to the destination? And while you're waiting, it charges you like $25 a minute. It's the scam that's been going on. Fucking annoying. Okay, so this... I need the Moog. Mute that. Okay, I need to record this a bunch of times so I can get the proper iteration. Let's see. Solo this. The first one. Who calls back? Well, people who usually expect calls, and such as clients. For example, if I have somebody who's trying to reach me for DJing services, you know, sometimes the numbers suck. The problem isn't who picks up. The problem is, why the fuck is this going on? Like, scammers are always going to be there. It's just, this is a real problem. When you have to fucking put your phone on some weird mode in order to not receive a phone call on a daily basis at 5 in the morning. It's ridiculous. Like, somebody needs to go John Wick style and track these fuckers down and shoot them in the head. That's what they should do. Absolutely no fucking respect for these people. Whoa. How far does it go? Maybe... Alright, well, that's as much as I'm going to work on this one for the time being. Something else. Now, ADL time. Sure. Blank spaces. What was this? This was the other one. The one that I was working on the last live stream. Let's see. This track also kind of suffers from lack of variety. I might add some vocal samples synthesized.
Пемка, своим туалетом не пользуюсь, вы не сходите.
Plumbing problems. Ah, jeez. Man, the last guy who owned this house did no repairs. Absolutely no repairs. Like, we have three washrooms in the house, and because the guy didn't do any of the plumbing repairs, like our sink, the sink drain goes down to the basement, and we got clogged yesterday. We found so much trash in there that wasn't ours, right? We tried to get it fixed, and the chemical we used ended up exposing holes and patches and fucking terrible fix job, if he ever did any, in the plumbing. So literally, like, the sink in the kitchen and 2 toilets are out of the fucking use. That's it. It's just done. What a dickhead. I swear to God. Like, there's so many shitty places and shit repair jobs that we found around this house after we bought it. I have no idea how. Well, it doesn't matter. It's been 6 years. So. Okay, so what I want to try here is. What I want to try is convert this into another thing, into like a 8-bit type of effect. Damn it! So what am I going to use for this? Okay. Not quite. Okay, this may work or this may not work. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Host. come on. Don't crash now. Don't crash now. Just autosave. Autosave. Oh, man. The shit I have to do. Put up with. I don't fucking know. What is that? We gotta fix that, man. Can't have a goddamn recording app. It's not my house. It's not my house. Okay, here we go. Can we save? Is it saving? Okay, come on. What is it doing? Why is it doing that? Okay, here we go. Now, this is not fast enough. I'll need to double the tempo. Double tempo. Beautiful. Oh wow, what the hell? Okay, I clearly need to restart this thing because maybe I'm just running out of memory. Maybe just Cubase 5. Every time it crashes, it doesn't clear out the memory, so... Or maybe I'm just pushing too many notes to the VST synth. Yeah, well, there it goes, crashing. Could be a memory leak. Let's see, what do I have here? Out of 8 gigabytes of memory, I have a gig and a bit of spare, so I haven't turned off this computer in a very long time though, so whoops. I usually keep it on because I can access files on it from all the other computers on my home network, so it works out. Okay, blank spaces. I'm not gonna work on this track though. I wanna write something new. Something different. That's actually pretty cool. Varying speeds. Okay, so this last one needs a little bit of work. Is that where the note was? Yes. So what is this? I guess it's kind of correct. It's not quite right with that chord. Hey, nice, I think. now, there is one more thing that I had in this. In this synth. Or was it? No, it wasn't in this one. Or was it? Yeah, it was. Delay, high cut, low cut. It wasn't this one. It was this reverb effect that I wanted to use. So why is it not working? Oh, it was disabled. Okay, so this was after the intro. That might actually work. And I can repeat that on a pattern. So, serum, here we go. Oh, that's beautiful. That would provide a little bit of variation. Maybe I can offset it. See if there's a better position for it. Is this thing on dot? No, it is not. So that means these ones were also not on dot. Of course they weren't. Here we go. Oof, that is loud. Okay, so I'm gonna have to actually move that to a different synth. There's got to be a way to. Oh man, I know that there's a way to move this entire thing and have it just scale down. Screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to segregate this. Alright, let's just add. Yeah, let's just add massive. No fancy business. Where the hell did it plug it in? Here we go. Okay. That's good. Yeah, that'll. So I like where it's going, but it's just a little too loud. I'm just gonna have to tone down this thing on this side. There we go. Now this actually needs to be different. back in the groove. Huh. Okay, this might actually work. This might actually work out.
Sure. Wait, I don't have a... Oh, I do. Whoops. Damn it. Sounds like I'm dropping sparkling golden coins in your ears. Got it. Let's see. Let's go for my favorite, Big Crusher. Alright, I think this will work out. Kind of want to change the motive here.
the grooves. Or locked in the grooves. Yeah. Is this thing supposed to be on? I think I can come up with something there. I think I'm onto something. Blue verb, or actually I could try the other one, the one that I couldn't use in the previous track because it wasn't short enough. Reverb piano. Okay, let's try this out. Ambience. Pre-delay, decay ratio. Maybe. What the? Damn it. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't restart your machine for days on end. And it really want to restart and continue working, but... Blah. Yeah, look at this. Hold on, how much memory do I have left? None! No memory whatsoever. Yeah, that's it. This is gonna have to continue after I reboot, but it's already 10:30, so... I think I'm gonna continue this tomorrow, and I work tomorrow, so it's probably gonna be early on. What is it, 10:30? So tomorrow it's probably gonna be around... I don't know, maybe morning time, if I can handle that. Anyways, well, that's been fun. Okay, alright. I'll continue this tomorrow. Maybe I'll write some new music. Thanks everybody for dropping by. Appreciate the company. See you guys tomorrow.